I was warned that in the time of coronavirus, I should cut my hair at home rather than visit the salon. But all my fears were put to rest the moment I walked into the barber shop in Gises. The barbers, whom I have known for more than 10 years, took my temperature first and then asked me to sit down on a chair which was sterilized in front of me. They were all wearing masks and gloves. At no point of time did I find that my safety was compromised. It was the cleanest haircut I've ever had.
Gardening has been something that I go to. What the lockdown has done for me is that I was never able to get enough time to do this because you're running around, and as most gardeners would be very aware, you need to spend time with plants. You need to spend time. It's not a quick process, but it is wonderfully rewarding, and what this lockdown has done is help me get back to that, give me time to reconnect, and especially to attend to plants that have been with me, who have moved with me from home to home, such as my royal jasmine and my mint, etc., who've been like my friends. So the lockdown has been a great opportunity to reacquaint myself with my old friends.
Traffic jams, I never thought I would be happy to see them.
When I went to a restaurant for the first time since the COVID pandemic, I was a little bit worried and skeptical to how I would really enjoy the experience, but it ended up being very nice and very pleasant and really safe. And I think now establishments are an extra high alert because of all of the potential outbreaks that could occur, so they're being extra clean and extra careful.
Talking about a new normal, I think our offices will never be the same again post-pandemic. In the last 20-30 years, if you look at the trend worldwide, then you will notice that the tendency has always been to have offices that are more open plan, where employees can sit closer to one another, and that leaves a lot of room for people to really interact and have a lot of bonhomie on the office floor. But given the kind of situation we are in, and given the fact that social distancing is going to become a part and parcel of our lives, I think our offices will no longer have this open plan look which they currently have. I had to travel by Dubai Metro the other day, and I was really taken by surprise to see the way social distancing measures have been put in place. Usually around midday, trains would be packed, and I normally don't get a place to sit, but on that particular day, which happened about a week or so ago, not only did I find a place to sit, but I could actually pick and choose one. The social distancing measures have actually made sure that not many people get to crowd inside a compartment or even get inside the stations at any given point of time. Now that has really made my favorite metro in Dubai look rather unfamiliar. But having said that, I must also admit that these measures which have been put in place were very reassuring, because they told me that the metro and its commuters are in safe hands.
Had someone told me that I would be questioning the hygiene at a hospital here in the UAE a few months ago, I would have probably laughed in their faces. But this is a new normal we're living during a pandemic, and it's just something that we're actually learning to get used to. Which is why I choose to watch a movie in a concrete car park as opposed to going to the regular cinema, or learning a lot about patience while trying to teach my technology challenged mum how to use a video chatting app on her cell phone. This is how life is going to be in the next few months, and we're just going to live it a day at a time.
Last week I woke up with toothache, and it was very hard decision to go to a dentist during COVID-19 situation. But it turned out to be a pleasant experience, because when I entered the clinic, I was scared, but dentist was quite calm and cool. He was wearing all the safety kits, and I spent like 10 minutes and I was out. They were not doing any cosmetic things. I had pain. He took my x-rays and just immediately sent me off with a prescription. I found out the clinic was pretty good, and it was well sanitized. All the precautionary measures were taken. So guys, there is no need to be afraid of going to dentist or hospital if you have to go.
I usually like to sit in front of the taxis when I ride one here in UAE, because it's more personal to the driver. I need help to give instructions, share GPS or stuff with him. But the extra plus is that you hear the stories they tell you. I mean, the taxi drivers in UAE are the most fascinating in the world. They come from everywhere in the and around the countries. Last time when I ride a taxi, it was very different. There was a plastic in between me and the driver. I have to sit in the back because sitting in the front is not allowed. And only 2 persons can ride the taxi. So this time I couldn't hear any story from my driver. I couldn't share more information with him. I couldn't get to know him and even better, even for that small ride. And that changed my routine quite a lot.
Grocery shopping for me now, the standard operating procedure has become a stressful operating